Right, folks. So I'm live now. I have an apology to make. I've been speaking for the last half an hour into a live meeting that I thought was live, and it wasn't live. Oh, folks, terrible, terrible, terrible. But I hope you're all doing really well. I'm going to go at this again, and we're going to do another 20 or 30 minutes of research. I found a product, and I'll show you that, and then we'll keep going, right? So again, complete apologies for those of you that are waiting at 9 a.m. I apologize if there was any of you. Nonetheless, this won't happen again. But I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm doing well. So you're welcome to the first live product research session here on Product Launch Ninja on our YouTube page for this week. So I decided I'm going to go live every day, Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. for you guys, just to sort of share research to show you how, quickly you can find a potential product. Because a lot of people come to me and they say, Peter, it's great and all, but there's no products. I can't find products. They don't, they're not out there. And I'm like, folks, they are out there. They're so easy to find. Myself and Alex are finding products left, right, and center. To be completely honest, there is more products out there than any of us have money to invest in. And that is completely true. I guarantee you, right? And I kid you not. So as I said, I spent 27 minutes on a live, and at the end of it, I found one product and I shared a lot of value, but it's gone. So I'm going to start again. All right. So let me just get organized here and then we will be fit to go. Let me see. Right. I want to show you what I potentially discovered, and I'll keep going then on where I left off. Okay, folks, can you see this? I'm sure you can. So this is a set of caravan plate holders, like they're felt, with cup holders for your caravan motorhome, right? And this is a potential product I found, right? Now, as you can see here, it's only been live 56 days, which isn't a long time. And I do like to see products that are live a little bit longer because it gives you that past history that you can really with much more certainty say, look, this is going to be a really successful product. This is going to be, move faster in this time of the year and move slower during this time of the year. We don't really have that at the moment with this item, right? But what we do have, let me see now, can I get here? We can see that, first of all, let's go up to the top, right? The listing itself is grand. Now, I think it could be better, but it's not bad. Like, I've seen much worse, right? Well, I'll show you a bad one in a minute. The copy and the bullets, for the title, the copy for the title and the bullets, it's all right, but it's there, right? It's not poor looking. It is own fulfillment, okay? Which is, I'm a bit surprised about really with this product, right? Own fulfillment really does hurt sales. So, if that was FBA, it'd be selling much better, I would imagine, right? But it's not, and that's an advantage for us. So if we come in here with FBA, it would be much better for us, right? And again, I generally stay away from items that have like a personal preference. And that's because if someone is choosing an item and they're looking through a market, and they're ready to purchase and everything else lines up, I don't want the color of the item really to hold them back. Now, this is a gray color, right? This is for your caravan. I don't think people are going to really get too excited about, the color of it, because I think it's more a practicality item here, right? For this, right? So I'm willing to accept this as a kind of like a customized choice that people aren't going to worry about color here. This is going to be gray, simple as gray is the color is going to suit the most people anyway. But I'm not going to go changing that, right? So if we scroll down here, we can see that it went live back in May and it sold a few units. Don't get me wrong, like that's been selling, right? And then it starts selling even better, and they lower the price and selling even better. Like, so it is selling, right? Now that is despite it being FBM, fulfilled by merchant, which means the seller ships that item out, right? Or a third party on their behalf, right? If that was fulfilled from Amazon, so dispatched from Amazon, we would know that it'd be Prime and, it would sell a lot more, but it's not. And that's the way we'll be selling it with Prime if we're selling this, right? So I took the ASIN for that item and I paste it into Amazon's revenue calculator, right? Just to work out like what Amazon are going to charge us to fulfill that item, right? So they're going to charge us £5.34 of a referral fee. Like that's their percentage of the sales price, right? That's a $29.99, right? They're also going to charge us a fulfillment fee of £3.68. So that is their price to take that item, put it in a box, an Amazon box, and send it out to the consumer. Like absolutely amazing, right? What that tells us, first of all, actually, look, VAT, right? 0% if you're not VAT registered, if you're under the £85,000 rolling 12-month turnover. And I'm not an accountant, any of that, like, get your own accountancy advice, but you wouldn't be paying VAT. And that means your net profit would be £20.72, right? Now, I do recommend going on a VAT scheme. Now, I can never remember the name of it for the life of me, but in a nutshell, you pay HMRC, it's 7.5 or 8.5%, right? And you charge the 20%, right? So we pay them, let's just say £2.35, right? That means we're left with £18.37 of a net margin. Okay. Now, within that, we have to get that item made, like manufactured. We have to get it shipped to the UK. We have to pay VAT, duty, everything else to get that product into Amazon, right? But I think we could do that potentially. We don't know. We'll have to reach out to suppliers, right? I would like that product to be in the UK, if we're talking about the UK in this market, for about £8 to £10, right? That would leave us about, let's say if it's £10, £8.37, to spend a little bit on PPC, and then the balance to be our profit. So this, if we spend £2 on PPC on average per unit, that would leave us with about £6 profit, right? £6.37, right? That's where I'd want to be. With everything paid, I'd be left with £6.37. All right. That'll be the goal. And I think that's something we need to aim for, right? But if this is a new business, as I said, we have £20.72 to take £2 off that for PPC. £18.72 is what we're left with. We're left with £8.72 profit potentially per unit on this item, right? So what's going to happen here is I'm going to reach out to suppliers and get pricing on this, right? If I can find it, right? I can't always find the item I'm looking at, right? Or looking for. It's sometimes difficult. Sometimes you need to use a sourcing agent. They can be really good to find items like this, but sometimes even they can't find that item, right? But basically, I've done 2 research sessions. I did Friday, just an impromptu one. I did this morning, and I ended up finding 2 potential items, right? So this is just another potential item, right? As I said, we have no sales history. We have no pricing history. So I imagine, just based on my experience in automotive, that this will be a slightly seasonal product. I have nothing against seasonality. Ultimately, if we're purchasing this now, we would have the product arriving at the wrong end of the the season. Like it'll only be, we purchase now, we're in June, July, August. August, September is kind of when that product will be coming into Amazon, and then the season's dying down. But I still think you would have some sales of this October, November, even around Christmas, you'll get the odd sale, and then January, February come and you'll be back selling again, right? And like it's a small item volume wise, it's not huge. I'll show you a picture of it in a minute. And I don't think we'd have the largest MOQ, right? Let me just click in here, right? I'll scroll you down to the bottom. There's the item there. Where is we've no reviews actually. Sorry. We've no reviews, right? But it's not a big item anyway. That folds flat, right? We can just put it in here and see what we find, right? Yeah, there's a few more, right? Again, these own fulfillment. This is only the plate holder and its own fulfillment, which again is no good. And they're still selling a wee bit, but like I think people want the cups as well, because you've plates, you have cups, and you want both. I don't think you want them separate. So I'd be going for that one. Yeah, I think it's worth exploring, right? I'm not saying it's the best product ever, but it's worth exploring. Now, what I want to do as well is Caravan Cargo Bar. Okay, so this is an item that myself and Alex have purchased, right? Straight away, right? To give you an idea, right? Look at the listings for them, right? They're absolutely terrible. Now, these are all different items here, right? So we won't even look at them. I want to just go through this because I want you guys to get a feel for it, right? These are not, I don't think that's a cargo bar, is it? It is, but it's plastic and it's light. It's not all right, but that's not right. I'm not really using that as a comparing as the same item, right? Because ours are steel, right? So if we were to look at cargo bars, this one, this one, and this one, right? There's 3. There's nothing else. All right. So straight away, if we come in there with a product, it's going to stand out. It's going to make some sales, right? Now, this is the listing that we were sort of like looking at as our seed for our product, right? First of all, compared to these other listings, you'd be like, it's standing out, not in a positive way, because you actually wouldn't know what's for sale there. Like, is it the chair? Is it the, that's a wee tank, I think. Is it these? Like, you don't know because it's just a picture of a caravan interior, right? Let's click into it. Let's have a look, right? Now, this is actually sold from Amazon. Amazon are selling this, right? But straight away, we'll notice there's only one image, which is not great. Like, it's not ideal at all. As I said, you don't know what the item is. Like, you don't know. The copy in terms of the title and the bullets, again, very, very poor. Like, it's not great there at all. Now, as I said, it is filled by Amazon, which is great, right? But it's a poor listing, right? We're coming in here and we're going to, have a good listing. And because when you search for that item, as I said, there's only 1, 2, 3, and maybe if you want to count that, 4, but I wouldn't really even. But even if we do, there's 4 competitors, right? Like, we'll have a good listing. We're going to make some sales there because that item, if we look at it, inside Keepa here, we can see like it is making sales. Not a whole pile, but it's making more than enough. And I reckon if you come in there with a good listing, you will take more of the market. But look at that. Like, when was that? That was back in 2019. Sold really well in 2020. And then it's just consistent sales, right? Consistent sales, which is great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down here and I'm going to briefly just move off this item to see can I find new items. Folks, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and please do subscribe. I'm going to try and share as much as I can with you guys and just, I'll answer any questions you have. I'll review markets. If you bring me products, I will do that all on these live streams this week from 9 a.m. right? And if you're watching a replay, that's fine. You can still engage, right? Let's just move down through this. Like, I did this a little bit on the previous session, so I looked through this market a little bit. So I explored that. Like, there's just too many of them, different sizes, different colors. So it's a little bit, you wouldn't know which one as a consumer to go for. We don't want that. We want simplicity. I looked at this. There wasn't huge demand for that. I mentioned it, just try to avoid electric, even though they're simple enough. Like, they're just a conductor. Like, there's not much to go wrong on that. That'd probably be all right, but try not to engage in electric products. Let's keep going here. I looked at this. It was an interesting one. I can't remember what it said. Open it up and see what I said about it. I looked at them. There was one of them on their own, this one here, and there was a twin pack. Twin pack was selling at $6.99. And I was saying that basically they're making a lot more profit on the twin pack because obviously they only pay one, fulfillment fee from Amazon. So it's much more advantageous for them to sell the twin pack at £7. I looked at these. There's no real market for them. Again, it's also worth pointing out, like, when I'm scrolling through this, what I'm looking for is products that are a little bit different than what is being shown to me. Okay. And because I know that if I see different products, they, mightn't have many competitors. Also, I'm trying to look for like images that are like this. Like, that if the image is poor, what else have they left poor? Now, you rarely find images like that cargo bar. Keep scrolling here. Again, folks, apologies for not going live at 9. find anything at all. So we've seen that there. That there. I don't know what I want to be going into the tow bar space. Isn't the physical tow bar? Because there's a lot of responsibility on that if something went wrong. I remember this listing. I didn't look into it last time. Sheep's wool seat. They used to be really popular years ago. Be very warm at the moment with the weather we're having. Only they sell well. See that? September on, they start selling nicely. They don't sell as much now, but they still sell a wee bit. What was it? £54. They really could improve their listing, like make that better. Where are they from? So you can click on the sold by, and then you get into this page here, right? And we scroll down. They're a Chinese company. So they make their products in China. You can see the address, you see. When you see the address, you know where they're from, the registered business address, right? Another thing you can do is actually click on here, visit their storefront, and you can see what other products they're selling. It's so interesting they're able to send that in through customs. I nearly thought customs were like, no, you can't send that stuff in. And they're just doing all sheep's wool. Isn't that mad? See, they all selling well. I'll see if I might get my AMZ seller browser. Give me BSRs in these. So their most popular items is on this first page. The wool for the seat. Look at the history of that. And the black one for the car. Interesting. See their history here. Yeah, they've been making sales, but you know, a pile. There's a very low value, well, low BSR at the moment. Yeah, they're doing very well at the moment. But they can make those listings so much better and actually sell more product. See this one inside this, the one inside the house. Find it. Here. That's their best one. How does that work? Again, though, it's a market I really wouldn't want to go into because, like, you know, see the different colors. People have different options, what they like, what they don't like. It just gets a bit too customizable. But saying that, they really should think about FBA. 100%. They would sell a lot more. Okay, so what is this? This is our trailer adjustable height thing. Okay, poor images anyway. That's for 100% poor. Used to be selling better years ago. Not selling as well now. Yeah, much more consistent around. When was that? July 21. Even all right up till July 22. And they started increasing their price. And that's where it all went wrong for them. That's for a Land Rover. Okay, so that's a very specific item for a certain car. Yeah, it's universal. You probably could use it on other items or other vehicles, but I actually recognize them. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be looking to sell that. Oh, I see that with the pins. To be honest with you, though, they'd be doing better as well if they were FBA. 100%. That's a UK company, though, I'd say. Let's see. Yeah, Cookstown in Tyrone. So not far away from me at all, about an hour and a half up the road. Interesting. Oh, actually, do you know what we could do there? Do you know what we could do there? You actually have a look and see what else they're selling. 340 results. They sell a bit of everything. So we don't type in now nuts and bolts UK. Find them? No. Yeah. Leave it. The cargo bar again, £20 own fulfillment. Yeah, not getting the data there actually. That's still a better image, a better listing though. Absolutely. Be interesting to show you the one when myself and Alex actually go live with our product. Car trunk boot organizer. I reckon there would be quite a few of these. Yeah, 30,000. And literally, like, look at that, like all different colors, different sizes, styles. Yeah, not somewhere I want to go. I looked at this item. I think it was only newly launched. Let me see. Making some sales. Not the biggest item, actually folds over on itself. Probably wouldn't be my first item that I want to sell. Probably people can get very picky about brands on this, I'd imagine. Probably just wouldn't rush into that product. Okay. The RV drain valve. This the BSR on this. Thomas, let's refresh it. Yeah, no BSR, so we can't get an idea for an RV drain valve. Okay, 1,000 results. There's a lot of them. See that? We're just not getting into that market. Way too many. 100%. Like, look at that. Like, folks, right? This is the idea, right? Say if you came along and you wanted to buy this item, which one do you pick? That's the way you need to put yourself in the customer shoes. What's this? It's different. Temporarily out of stock. Flush King. Yeah, not selling very well at all. So I'm not going to worry about that. This is for the IBCs. I think I looked at this one previously on the previous session. Sell them well. Again, low price. This is the twin pack. It shows you how sometimes, and like the same with the ball covers for the tow bar, that if you add a second item, you can take a fair few sales. People buy two instead of one, but then also you only have one, Amazon fulfillment fee. So it actually works out better for you as well, and you're able to raise that average price. But again, there's a lot of them and all that. We'll not be going into that. Yeah, this was the tailgate protection. There was the single one. And again, it was selling a little bit. Yeah, not for a first item, 100%. I just don't think it'd be the one to go for. And I don't know how big the margins would be on that. It's hard to know. And then we're back here. So folks, that's kind of it. Like, that's our research session. We have one product to go get pricing for, right? That's the way it is. Like, usually on a research session, you might find one or two products. Sometimes you'll find nothing, but generally you'll find something. Today I've done this twice. I found this. I'm going to price on this to see if it's a viable product to actually potentially move forward. If there's a low MOQ, like, it wouldn't cost a huge pile of money to get invested in and actually just figure this out. What I like about this is, like, the margins likely will be okay. And it's something that you'll always sell this, if there's not too much competition. So we'll have to explore the market probably a little bit more. if the pricing works out, and then we'll say, okay, yeah, it's worth bringing forward because there's not too much competition. It's a very practical item. People will always buy it. It might sell out slowly if it doesn't hit the ground running. It'll sell potentially slowly, but we'll always sell it out. And if there's enough of a margin between our cost price and what it's selling at the moment, we know we can always lower our price and get out still likely at a profit. So I'd be comfortable buying things like that, right? But folks, as always, look, let me know if you want me to research something. Give me the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It's my first proper one. I will get better at these, but I want to share my knowledge. And I think it's also great for me because when I jump on here every day and find new products for my business, I might even be able to give away a few products. Because there literally is any amount of products out there, and don't be panicking about that, right? So yeah, glad you all enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Really appreciate it. We're trying to grow this channel.